Welcome back. Bruce Porter joins us now. Bruce Jordan joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents. Who are you? Nice to see you.
It's going to be a
Thanks
great
for coming
day.
in. Yeah, it's going to be.
Good to see you.
Two things, of course. The big announcement. Next year, you will be challenging Jeremy Rabe on the bicycle course. We understand that gauntlet has been thrown.
Yeah, I've got a whole year to train.
Tune in next year. You're already ready.
Well, I guess so. I don't know. How am I ready?
We'll find out next year. And also, before we get to the topic, we want to remind folks about the workshop that you and Will Worsham have.
Yeah, Will does a good job on our basics of estate planning coming up September 18th, 6 o'clock at the Resource Center. Call, sign up. It usually fills up pretty quick, so just call and get a spot. It'd be worth your time. I
know Will was saying something. If it's full, you'll just kind of be pushed into the next one because you're having them regularly.
Yeah, we do them every month. Will donates his time, so that's good. Every third Tuesday of the month. Now, coming into the holidays, November, December, we're probably going to postpone until the first of the year.
Okay.
But the demand's been big, so we're going to continue to do these because people seem to enjoy them. So that's a good thing.
Two experts giving their advice to people.
There you go. That's
what we do. Sounds good. All right, you ready for the question here?
Yep.
All right, it goes this way. I'm still working full-time and contributing to my 401k at age 70 with no plans of retiring anytime soon. Do I still have to take a required distribution from my retirement account and IRAs at age 70 and a half?
That's a great question because a lot of folks are working older and into retirement, right?
Yes.
So here's to answer that just on the front side. IRAs, you have to start taking distribution at the April following your 70 and a half birthday. Not really a lot of exceptions to that. So just keep that in your mind that whatever IRAs you have or older 401ks that you've kept, you have to take distribution at 70 and a half. Now,
wait, what do you mean by older?
Okay, so let's say this gentleman is now working for a new employer. He has a 401k and he's got a little money built up into it, but the employer that he previously had, that he retired from, he left the 401k there and is just managing that. And let's say he's got a couple of bank IRA CDs that he's had over the years. So now you've got these three buckets of money. So what you've got to determine is what's the IRS going to allow you to do. The older 401k, you have to start taking distribution April following your 70 and a half birthday. Your IRAs, same rule, right? Your current 401k that you're participating in, that you're making contributions to and you're getting the benefits from that, you can defer that until you separate from employment. So that basically means as long as you're working at that institution there, you can defer that distribution until you retire from them.
What does the IRS consider working? Because you may be working, but you may not fit the definition.
That's a good question. And the tax codes and the regulations can differ from the employer's definition of an employment. So separation from service from full-time to part-time, you still might qualify as a participant. But like if you took a consulting job or an independent contractor doing work, you might not fit the definition. Also, they may, by definition, require so many hours of work, 20 hours a week or something like that. So the participation rules can be different than the tax codes. If you're not deemed to be an active employee of that company by those guidelines, you're going to be forced to take a distribution.
And the employer determines that?
Possibly. If you don't meet the participation rules by their definition, even though you're still employed, you may not be working enough hours, you may have to take a distribution. So, those things can differ. So we got to keep that in mind.
I understand also if you own a chunk of the company itself, that rules change.
So let's say that family-owned businesses, very popular. Well, if you own more than 5% of that company, you can't defer your current 401k. You have to take a distribution. Well, what if I own that in my trust or in a separate LLC or a corporation or a family partnership or yada, yada, yada?
Yada, yada.
Well, by definition, they call those the attributed ownership rules. And you don't want to monkey around with trying to figure out how to defer that distribution,
yeah.
because if you mess it up, by your definition, not be the same as the IRS, you're going to pay a 50% tax penalty on
Whoa.
what you should have taken.
Okay,
So you
there
gotta
are a
keep
lot
that
of
in mind.
things that go on here. This is why you need a financial advisor.